I think we've started. I think we're on the air. Oh no, there's people in the chat who are upset that we didn't turn up on time. Hi Pill, hi Red. Sorry.
Sorry.
We were technically slightly late. Oh, see my lights, he's still doing crazy things.
We had to do some calibrations to the trucks and make sure that they were good to go for the trip.
Yeah, something like that. Wow, every time I select the game, you see my lights are changing, which isn't a massive issue, except that I've got a new camera, you see, today, everyone. And like when my lights change colors, it's like it can't keep up. It's upset about the contrast and everything. There we go. I think I've fixed it. Excellent. Right.
All right, we ready to start rolling, good buddy?
Yes, I think we can go.
Let's roll.
Let's go. Oh, my parking brake's engaged, and that's job number one. I don't remember ever having a parking brake.
Yeah, it happens from time to time. Hello.
Yeah.
We're in no clip.
Yep, it's a good thing that we don't have collision in this section.
I was gonna say, do you want this is kind of your area? Do you want to lead out, or do you want me to?
No, you lead the way. You are our special guest today.
Oh, why, thank you.
Hey, Turtle Face. Hey, Pill. We're joined today by Morgan. Not the other Morgan, not Harry Morgan, but
Harry Morgan's much prettier than me. We
I'm
acknowledge this fact.
He's cute. It's true, but I mean, it's. I think it's a close contest. Yeah, today we're driving from the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and outlying territories and dominions, all the way across Europe to the Ukraine. And well, we can't go to the Ukraine itself in this game, but we can pretty much get to the border. So the purpose for this is to try and raise some funds for the Red Cross in the Ukraine, and you can donate. We haven't got any special setups or links or anything. We kind of set this up very last minute, but if you just go on their website, there's a link in the description on the YouTube version of this, or you can just go on Google and just put Ukraine Red Cross anyway, and yeah, donate some stuff. Also, all revenue, this is probably easier for people actually. Ooh, make a bit sharp there, you stopped a bit quickly.
Sorry.
All revenue from Twitch, Patreon, ads, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's all going to the same cause. So if you just want to do a super chat instead, or whatever you want to do, it'll all go to the Ukraine Red Cross. So easy and friction free. The only problem with doing it through Twitch, I think, is like Twitch will take a cut. But there you go. Anyway, we're going trucking. Yay!
Woohoo! Road trip.
You know, I'm quite glad because we were a little bit late because we were trying to sort out a few technical issues. For whatever reason, as soon as we've started the stream, all the technical issues have gone away. I can hear you just fine now.
Oh, fabulous. I'm glad about this.
It's like if you use more bandwidth, the bandwidth that wasn't going well to begin with will just sort itself out. Who knows?
All right, we've got a light up here, so oh, we're sharp stop. Totally running it on accident.
Chat, if you can hear us both okay, or if I need to do any volume adjustments. I think it's okay. The Batty says we should just go and block roads in Russia. If the Russian DLC was out, we could just do that, but unfortunately, it's not.
Not quite yet. I know, we're still waiting for a release date on that, I think.
Apparently everything sounds good. That's a surprise. I've never been good at audio, so go me. So you should unlock differential during regular driving or you risk damage. What? It's a differential. I've never had that before. Have they made changes to this game?
So the differential does exist. To be fair, I'm very much an amateur. I don't know specifically what this does in the real world, but it's really good for if you toggle it on and off, getting you out of weird situations where you can't seem to move. My understanding is it is a brake, kind of like a parking brake. So if you basically you don't want to be driving with that on.
I think it's in SnowRunner. Like if you get bogged down in the mud, it helps you get out of the. Is it that kind of Is it that kind of thing?
Yes, exactly.
More traction, more torque, less speed.
Precisely.
Excellent.
There we go.
This is co-op multiplayer, yes. And thank you. Yeah, I was in the wrong lane on that turn off, so I had to do. I had to stop in the middle of traffic and try and turn into the right lane. Bit of a disaster.
Hey, you're still right behind me, though. That's good.
As if we don't lose each other or get lost, I think that is a good start.
I make no guarantees.
It's usually my fault when we do get lost, to be fair, but
no worries. Sometimes it happens where, I forget that this is a legitimate trucking game, and I like, my favorite joke is that it's really Tony Hawk Pro Trucker. So by the time I flip over, I have to go to a repair shop, and we have lost each other.
to be fair, I've done that a few times. I was lying down on a roundabout last week as well.
It was pretty impressive.
Now, if you're in a rush and you take a roundabout a bit too quickly, surprisingly, trucks can tip over, apparently. Who would have thunk it? But there you go. So we've got one hell of a drive ahead of us. We're going to cross the whole of the United Kingdom, well, half of it, to mainland Europe, and then we're going to go all the way. And I think, where are we going to first? I think we're going like to
Austria. We're hitting Austria first.
Austria, yes. So we're going to Austria first because that was the longest job that I could find that would get us close enough. So we'll go to Austria first, and then from Austria we'll then pick another job, take us through to one of 4 potential cities that border the Ukraine. So we will figure that out when we get there. But
Truth.
Thanks.
And we'll get a fresh cabin.
Yeah, so you're on the right side. Yeah, I apologize that you're probably not used to driving on this side of the cab.
Sorry, good luck, other people.
It is funny how when you're on a left-hand drive, you drive perfectly in the center of the road. When you're on a right-hand drive, like you are drifting into the left lane, if that makes sense. You are clearly not used to it.
Yeah, just a little.
Whereas this is natural for me. This is my home habitat. I'm very comfortable on a right-hand drive.
And kids, this is why you Uber when you go to foreign countries.
Don't you have a story about that, or is that not for the?
Not particularly. Just sometimes driving in other countries can be a lot. Cultural differences. Whether it be side of the road, how close together people pack. It can be a very different experience.
It depends on the country as well. Like driving in the UK, probably not too bad. I think Italy, France, like both a bit crazy if you ask me. But I think that's the one thing this game lacks. Like the traffic is just fairly well behaved wherever you go. Like if this was real life, you should be like, if you drive into France on this game, like people should just be driving in all kinds of random directions, going around the roundabout in both ways. Like it should just go nuts.
Oh my. Oh goodness, this highway is such a fast speed that it's actually, my limiter is hitting my truck before I'm actually hitting the speed limit.
Yeah, I think most motorways in the UK are like 70 miles an hour, which is... I'm not sure what that is in kph, but...
It looks like 97.
Yes, possibly. I don't know how to do that math, but there you go. I think the trucks in the UK are limited to 50.
Wow.
Which isn't very fast, really. Although you are carrying a lot of heavy stuff, I suppose.
Yeah. By the by, I know that when we play multiplayer, the gas starts out at different levels. I started out with a mostly full tank. How are you doing?
I have half a tank.
Oh my. So yeah, let me know when we need to start looking for a gas station.
Yes, I will let you know when I need gas. Hello, hero. This is Morgan.
Hi, hero. Good to see you again, buddy.
He's going to be so confused right now. Like, it's great.
Sorry, I've slowed a little bit. Picking back up and going into cruise mode here in a minute.
I don't know whereabouts in the UK we are, but I don't recognize it. Like, it looks a bit too nice to be most of the UK. You see, hero, Morgan is the guy that looks a bit like John Wick the After Years, but this is Morgan who doesn't look like John Wick the After Years. Surprisingly, we have two Morgans. Whoa, okay, what was
Guy
that?
got right in front of me and slowed down. I was like, I am going at 106 kilometers per hour because of this hill.
This is scary. You are scaring me right now. Okay.
Sultry, Tony Hawk Pro Trucker. We are hauling to get to this border.
You do need to go quickly because we will be here all day otherwise. I don't think people... I just did not underestimate this. This stream may go on for a long time. Like, I'm not sure how long exactly. My estimation was potentially 4 to 6 hours, but it potentially could go on a long time. It's a big map.
Let's see, and we started at 1,999 kilometers to go, and we're about down to 1,833. So, you know, if that tells you anything for the first leg at least.
Yeah, that only gets us halfway though, remember? Like, once we get to the Austria, we've then got to do another...
It's nothing to sneeze at. That is substantial.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're doing it for a good reason, so...
Yes. Now, my main question, what I'm most excited about is, do we take the ferry or do we take the train over?
It's a very
That's
good
always a question.
It's always random. Sometimes it's the ferry and sometimes it's the train.
Yes.
I don't know which it will be. What you can do, if you really wanted to, is if you don't like the choice the game makes for you, you can always drive to the other option.
You can, and you can drive going the wrong way. It's pretty exciting.
Well, yes, you can do many things that you shouldn't do, but... I think we need to change into the left lane now, don't we? I think. Maybe not. Maybe not.
It looks like we're ongoing. There's a rest area if we do that, but we can. It's a pretty straight shot from what I'm seeing on the GPS.
We've only been going for 15 minutes. I don't think we need a rest area just yet.
Nah. Nah, that thing's only about a third full. Oh, look, a prime van. Like, it doesn't say prime, but it is the same structure. Something else we have learned during the course of this game is that when you look at vehicles on the road, you see a basic model, but it loads differently for each player.
Yeah. So, like, you'll see a red car, and I'll see, like, a white van or something, and it'll be in the same place, roughly.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes, this is pretty much the whole game. It's very much just a chill out and kind of have a chat kind of game, which is why we play it. It's not really a action-packed Dark Souls game. Occasionally, and I do mean occasionally, we may have to, you know, divert because of a crash or some other kind of incident. So there is the occasional bits of excitement kind of sprinkled in. And normally as well, I would put the radio on, but I can't really do that because of copyright reasons. But, yeah. Turned a bit early there. Whoops.
Uh-oh. What?
Now we need to turn. Yep. Doesn't give you a lot of room to turn, honestly, there. Yeah, the point... And I was just saying to Hero, the point of the game, or the reason for the stream, is more... Like, it's not supposed to be a fun thing. It's we're driving all the way across Europe in this game. From the UK to the Ukraine, because it's a long and tedious thing to do. Like, we're doing it for charitable reasons and not necessarily for the fun of doing it, because we did a drive from the UK to Italy once and that was bad enough, and this is like twice as long as that, so yeah.
I think we actually attempted that twice. Only one time did we finish the drive.
Well, yeah, I think what happened the first time?
There was a big traffic diversion and we got very separated.
And I somehow managed to glitch it, and like there was a contraflow, and the traffic just wouldn't go through the contraflow. I don't know how I managed to do that.
It was kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie.
Just like this one AI driver who just parked in the contraflow and decided that he didn't want to let any other cars pass, so there was literally a mile-long traffic jam. I've never seen a traffic jam like it in this game.
It was nuts, and it was just before a tunnel as well. So
yeah, so it's not like you could go around the outside or anything. You were just stuck. It was crazy. It was mental. Oh, the excitement that we have.
Good times.
I think UK to Italy is probably the longest drive we've done, right?
That is correct. There's a long stretch through France there where, oh my goodness, so many toll booths.
Yeah, France is full of toll roads. It's crazy. I would never want to drive in France. Cost an absolute fortune.
I mean, the roads were nice, but there's a reason behind that.
Yeah, France is lovely, but the roads are just expensive as far as this game goes anyway. Our young hero says the other day the highway around Atlanta got shut down because there was a naked guy running around. Does that ever happen in this game?
I haven't seen a naked NPC yet, but who knows what Cyberpunk's 2077 integrations we might see in games yet, so I'm not discounting an eventual glitch where we run into something like that.
Yes. Strange things can and have happened. On one occasion, do you remember when I don't think you were with me, like I think you'd got lost or I'd got lost, but I did once just find that there was just a helicopter in the middle of the road.
Oh,
presumably had crashed or something, I don't know. That was weird. Your horn is so much louder than my horn, even though you're miles ahead of me. I don't understand how that.
I don't know. Mine sounds like one of those really bad keyboard synthesizers, so I don't know how it's making it to you right now.
Yeah, it's weird. Steve the Ghost. Hey, Steve the Ghost. Says,
Hey, Steve.
fingers crossed that Sasquatch will be chilling by the side of the road at some point. I'll be honest, it's unlikely. I don't think you're going to see Sasquatches, Ornstein and Smaus. These kinds of things are just not going to happen. Hey, there's a H1 Red Gun. That's a very similar name to yours, kind of. In that it contains the word gun. But anyway, H1 Red Gun says, I've never played a trucking sim. Are the roads similar to real life, at least the major roads? That's a good question. I'd say yes and no. It's like this is a fairly realistic representation of what a motorway in the UK might look like, but it's not quite like the slip roads, for example, are not quite right. Like they're a bit too short, and the turns are a bit too extreme. Yeah, for want of a better. Oh, speaking of extreme turns, crap. God damn.
Did you make it? Did you make it?
I made it by violating many traffic laws, but I made it.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Whether the cargo in the back made it, I don't know, but I just about made the turn. But that illustrates my point quite perfectly. Like, that slip road is a bit of an extreme slip road, really. Overall, I'd say it's pretty realistic. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's good enough, shall we say. Mr. Audi driver, you just slow down in front of me. It's all good.
What a jerk.
Thank you for your faith in me, Steve the Ghost. I wouldn't have too much faith in me, but I appreciate it nonetheless. You know, this is the one game that I should be good at. So I do need to try and make sure that I don't get lost or crash or anything like that, really.
Just remember, it's all about the journey. We'll get there eventually.
This game is pure platformer, Steve. Like, this game is literally just one big platform that you just... Okay, there's no jumping or anything like that, but that should make it easy. Like, all I have to do is stay between the lines. Like, it should be pretty simple for someone who is the self-proclaimed platform king, really. But there you go.
I mean, yeah, in a way, but I mean, like, it's basically the what-if version of Frogger.
Yes, that's a very, very good way of putting it, actually. Frogger, but you're the truck and not the frog.
You have to keep in mind that you could get a big enough frog to crush you instead, so...
Yeah, you don't know where the frog is, how big the frog is.
Just know at some point it may happen. That's the beauty of video games and modding.
It's the police.
Uh-oh. Slow down so the popo don't get us.
To be fair, I don't think we can break the speed limit even if we wanted to, so we're okay.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, did we turn that off so we could haul?
Oh, you know, I forgot. I didn't turn off speed limiters.
No worries.
Let's see how we get on once we get to Europe. I mean...
We'll be fine.
if we turn off the speed limiters, we are more likely to have a big accident. Like, they are there for a reason.
Looks like we got a big left coming up here.
Check my mirrors.
Smart.
Ooh. Someone's broken down at the side of the road there.
Looks like a fender bender.
Does look like a fender bender. Oh dear, oh dear. There you go. I told you there'd be some excitement. There you go. Don't see that every day. If you're a truck driver, in which case you probably do see that every day, but...
Oh my, this guy's slowing down a lot in front of me.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay, no one's going to the right.
Kept that together just
He's also carrying
about.
flammable cargo, so I don't blame
I know,
him.
yeah. No, the fact that he's carrying flammable cargo, you'd think he'd have more of an incentive to just keep away from you rather than just let you steam into the back of him.
Right?
Really. Yeah, it probably is a good thing they stayed in their vehicles, Steve, because we'd have mowed them down. Like, it's not much of a hard shoulder, really. Just as a welcome to people who have joined the stream, today we're driving from the UK to the border of the Ukraine, at least as close as we can get in this game. And it's going to be a big, long, arduous drive, and we're just doing it to try and raise a bit of money for the Ukraine Red Cross. So, just as a reminder that all revenue that Gamefront earns for February will go to the Ukraine Red Cross. Or you can just donate directly, and if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description, or you can just Google Ukraine Red Cross. Yeah, we're just trying to encourage people to donate a little bit, and we're just doing something as a small symbol of our support of the people of the Ukraine in this difficult time. So, yes. I am running slowly out of fuel, so maybe not this one, but the next one I may need to refuel. That's okay.
Got it. It also seems like it might be coffee time for my drivatar.
Oh, really? See, my...
Yes.
Oh, actually, my bed's kind of full as well. That sounds bad out of context. There's a little bed icon on the map there, and when it gets full, you have to rest. So that's kind of what I meant. But now, you see, there are no wicker huts in the UK anywhere. I don't understand what that's about. As far as I'm aware, anyway. No teepees in northern England, but... Ooh, did you see that sign?
The one telling us to take the next exit?
Yeah, it might say it again.
Hang on. Coming up on one.
Big green sign.
Over in Southampton, so
Over.
I think that means we're heading towards the ferries.
The ferry!
Ferry.
Going on the ferry.
Alright, we're taking that left. Reducing gears so that I don't get stuck. Oh my, this is gonna be tough. Okay, there we go. We're good.
I think I just hit a thing.
Oh no! Are you alright? You still rolling?
Yeah, I'm okay. I think I just had a slight clip of the barrier there.
Oh no. Well, at least you didn't get stuck. That's the main concern on those.
I think there should have been a tweet, Steve the Ghost, but to it when I get a free moment.
We'll be hanging a right up here.
I think you're approaching this corner at some speed, you know. I mean,
yes.
Technically, you are still within the speed limit, but you know.
I was not doing that well, and
oh!
I stalled myself. I've just stalled myself, and I'm so sorry. That is my fault.
I didn't slow down. That was a big shunt.
That was not the turn I was expecting.
Did you not feel my truck ram into the back of yours?
Oh no, I got a little bit of force feedback on it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, your wheel is much more impressive than mine and has some serious force feedback. Therefore, it is possible that if I crash into Morgan too hard, I could cause genuine physical injury. So
yeah, you're fine.
I do need to watch what I'm doing, really. I do have some good news for the people who are watching this stream. As soon as it ends, there will be Elden Ring Part 3. So that's something to look forward to. It'll only take us about 4 or 5 hours to get to our destination, but then you can have some Elden Ring. Oh, we're going too fast all of a sudden. Weird.
Oh my, yes. Yeah, we're going to need to reduce to 80, and we're getting to the ferries. We are really coming up on the ferries. All right, let's see if I can actually get in here this time. I'm just happy we've got some daylight. I got very lost last time we attempted this.
Are we at the Channel Tunnel after all? Okay.
Oh, I guess we are. So train it is.
This is train after all. Yeah, Southampton for the trains and Dover for the ferry. That's kind of sad. I kind of wanted to do the ferry, but not that it matters because you don't see the ferry really. The train's more exciting, if anything.
Truth.
Hey, Mikey. I did accidentally do a bit of a shunt, but it's okay. We're still alive.
Oh, hang on. I missed the turn.
Oh, you did miss the turn.
Let's get this sorted out.
Okay. Now this is the first bit of excitement for today.
All right, I'm gonna pop it into reverse so you aren't surprised.
Oh yeah, we can't go that way. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, excellent. And my guy's now feeling tired. I didn't refuel.
It's okay. We'll rest on the.
You are jackknifing that truck, just so you know.
Damn it! This is really actually quite difficult.
No lie, reversing a truck is hard. All right, you're just doing a U-turn. You're doing a U-turn in an articulated lorry. What's going on?
I am going full American. That is what is happening, and it's not going well for me.
You're doing a U-turn. Here we go. This is phenomenal. A U-turn in an articulated lorry.
We're good.
Wow.
All right.
This is no. No.
Oh my God! There is quite a bit of traffic behind you.
Well, yeah, I was waiting for you to do your turn first.
Oh my God!
No, I've got to somehow attempt the same thing.
You got this. There's a little barrier, and and you can just do the thing. You're bigger than them. This does
Yes.
not work in real life.
Yeah, do not do this in real life, people. This is as Zach would say, rough stuff.
Just
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
all right, popping onto the train.
Don't get the train without me. At least wait for me, please.
I'm stopped. I'm popping it in neutral. I'm throwing on the parking brake. I can't move now.
Is that you beeping, or is that the traffic? There is significant traffic that I've created.
Oh, I can't see behind me. Did you get that turn? Hang on, I'm looking.
Just about made it. There is traffic beeping at me. Oh god.
So there has been a question for what are we hauling?
That is an excellent question. I don't know.
I think it's soy milk, if I'm remembering correctly. Let me change my dash here. Oh, I see you approaching. Yep, our cargo is 21 tons of soy milk.
I don't think Mikey was impressed by our U-turns there.
Hi, Mikey. We're sorry to disappoint you. All right, looks like we are departing Folkestone and arriving in Calais. That should take us right across the channel.
Excellent. Please stop breaking the rules of physics. I don't think any rules of physics have been broken.
No. Whoops.
That is exactly how you turn a truck on a narrow road.
All right, let me take my parking brake off here.
Hello, Scorpion DH. Do I take...
I think I'm supposed to just go straight through here, but I'm very lost as to how to get out of this train yard.
I think you just drive off the train and straight forwards and then just follow the arrows.
Yeah, it looks like we didn't get any rest either, so we're gonna want to keep looking for a gas station / rest stop.
Yeah, I'm running very low on gas as well, actually, so we do need a gas station and rest stop soon. In fact, if you can, it might be worth looking for one on the map there. Yeah, we are trucking towards the Ukraine. But with soy milk. Although
I'm just happy we are on the correct side of the road now, the side most of the world uses.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I should be on the other side of the road now. Okay.
Yep. Stay on the right lane. Stay in the right lane. The right
mean,
lane
this-
is where you want to be.
I think this is a one-way road anyway, so it's fine. But I need to remember to be on the left when I turn. Yeah, no, it's fine, Mikey. This is a one-way road. They do that on purpose so that you know which side of the road to be on. Oh, I switched to the wrong side. I was on the right side. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I get confused by all this UK-Europe business. I don't know where you are. Did you drive off without
I
me?
can see you. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh,
I can
good.
see you.
Okay. Calais. Paddy. This is a beautiful sunset.
Oh, that is gorgeous. Good times.
You are getting tired. You should find a parking place to rest. And I'm beginning to black out, apparently.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. That's not generally good when you're in traffic.
It's not me, it's the game. We've only been going for 40 minutes.
Well, I mean, we started at about 10 o'clock game time this morning, and presently in the game it's about 9 o'clock at night. So I'd say
So
that's pretty reasonable.
That's a long day of work, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, no, these truckers are no joke.
I have to admit, as much as I like to simulate truck driving, I don't think I'd be cut out to be a real truck driver. Like, mad respect to the people who do this for a living, because just sitting here is hard. Like, it's like you get like your legs go numb very quickly. Yeah. Long days, long hours. No real like facilities for truckers really that are any good in most places. Like living on fast food effectively, it's a rough life, you know. It's not easy. I'm breaking the speed limit. I'm not used to the slower speed limits in mainland Europe.
I know they are a little slow. Alright, I'm starting to black out now.
Excellent, we're both blacking out. That's exactly what we need.
Fantastic. Outstanding. This is exactly what we need.
Ooh, headlights. I forgot about them.
Yep. Remember those. High beams are best. Well, I mean, like, not in real life on these kind of roads, but they are the most easy to see by in the game.
You know, the sad thing is, there's always one person in real life who has exactly the same logic. Well, it's easier to see with my beams on. Who cares that I've blinded literally everybody else coming towards me?
Right.
I am the center of my universe, and I will have bright lights if I need. Oh, rest station. I have found a rest stop.
Yay! I see it. Let's stop there, and we'll. It looks like there's gas there too. So.
Fuel, and then I am going to have a nap. Excellent.
Okay, it looks like, yeah, okay, there's one on the right side of the road. Perfect.
Oops.
Alright.
Mikey says, use the beams. I am the most important. Yes, Mikey.
Well, you are the king.
King Mikey may use his beams whenever he likes. Okay, we are refueled.
Fabulous. I'm pulling in for a little bit of a top off as well. Yeah.
What this truck has written on the side of it, but it has like a cow and a baby cow. Very cute.
It makes me very sad that I can't probably see that.
I think it's milk.
Aw.
It looks very much milk themed anyway. Right.
Perfect. I see the lot.
Gonna have a quick nap while I wait for you.
Don't get too comfy. Alrighty. Just gave me another I'm getting tired message. Alright. Coffeeed up, fueled up, you ready to go?
Let's go. Do you want to lead the way, or
Sure.
I will let you take the lead?
This is disastrous. I am severely geographically challenged, so this should be great.
Hey, that is why God invented satellite navigation.
That's fair.
It's all good.
Okay, it's approaching. I can just get on here at my own merry, tiny speed while I gear up.
Great thing
Because,
about
yes,
driving
I like
at
to
night.
make life hard on myself.
Oh yeah, so just for context, Morgan does the full manual gear shift. She's got like the full gear shifter thing, 8 shifter. Like, I'm quite happy in my automatic. because I like to play on easy mode.
That's okay. No, this is fun. Like, I legit realized, oh, this game might be able to teach me a little bit about how one uses a manual shifter. Let's give it a go. It's fun.
I should learn, really.
I think you could. Quite easily.
Steve the Ghost says his horse in Elden Ring has automatic transmission too, so I shouldn't feel bad. Yes.
So that's a good question. With all the Elden Ring chatter, what classes is everyone playing?
Ooh. I know James is playing as a wretch.
Oh, perfect. And that was by vote, if I recall.
That was by vote.
For a Patreon.
Yes. Steve the Ghost picked Prisoner, which is a sorcery
Nice.
class.
Nice. All right. Looks like we are taking an exit to the right. Oh, there was a train going above. It startled me.
I don't know how I'm going to make this turn because there's another truck right next to me.
Just slow up. You'll be fine.
Made it. I did okay.
Yes. Fantastic. All right.
Seems to be a lot of loud trains rolling around somewhere. I can't see them, but
I'm very confused. I mean, Kelly's and counting to the fact I have no idea what country we're in right now. So if anyone can help, if it's the Netherlands or France, that makes sense. But
we'd still be in France, I think. Good question.
looks like we're taking the left turn off to Bruxelles and Liege. Or Liege.
I think the route does go through the Netherlands and possibly Germany as well. I can't remember.
Yeah, so we might get some beautiful mountains on our way to the last stretch in Austria.
Oh, Austria is beautiful. Like, Austria should be fun. Hopefully the sun has come back out before we get to Austria, so...
I agree. Because I'm a little sad we can't see France right now. It's pretty dark.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to play this in VR yet?
Me?
Yes.
No. So, a little bit of explanation for those who are wondering about it. The reason why I've got this fun little hat and the little stickers on it is I actually use an infrared camera system to track my head movements. It's not terribly immersive to use the joysticks on this, and since I don't have one on the wheel, it makes it a little cumbersome to use. Oh my goodness, that oil truck is on fire.
What the hell? And there's a guy just panicking next to his... See, I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. That was new.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Anywho, the reason behind this, and I would desperately love to play this game in VR. I am one of those fun people who, yes, I do understand. VR comes with a little bit of motion sickness for even a standard user when you're done using it. For me, I'm a little sensitive to motion. So about 5 minutes in, I am unstrapping myself out of whatever VR getup I'm in, and I just can't do it for another day. So I have not, because I don't find the VR experience to be terribly rewarding to myself, unfortunately. But I know that you've given it a try and have had some pretty good results. So if you want to elaborate on that.
Yes and no. Like, it's cool because it feels like just about, I mean, it's not perfect, but it convinces you enough that you're sat in the cab of a truck, right? Like, it feels very realistic. The problem happens when you move. Specifically when you go up or down a gradient. So like when we came around that corner just then and we went down a hill a little bit. Or if you go uphill, or especially if you ever, you know, when you come across those humpback bridges occasionally. Mm-hmm. Good Lord, going over a humpback bridge in this game with VR on is like being on a roller coaster. It makes you feel sick as a dog. It's ridiculous. Like, it's just because it's so convincing, because you don't have the actual movement. Like, your body's like, something's wrong, because it looks like I'm going uphill but I don't feel it. And some people can cope with that, but for some people their body is just like, clearly I'm hallucinating, I just need to vomit up whatever I just ate or whatever. I guess it's just like a natural reaction. So yeah, it makes me feel sick, unfortunately. But if it didn't make me feel sick, it would be really, really cool.
Yes. You know, one day motion sickness won't be a thing. One hopes.
Do you know what you need? If there was like a special kind of chair, which could like a simulator, so it could simulate.
Yeah, the actuator chairs, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need. If you combined it with that, it would either solve the problem. It might help, or it might make it worse. But I mean, it's worth a try.
You won't know until you give it a shot. Oh, we're slowing down to 70. I am going way too fast.
I think we're heading in towards Germany, actually.
Wonderful. So we're making good progress, good headway.
Yeah, because Cologne Liege is definitely Germany.
Oh, that's good to hear. And as we know, Germany is a massive country, so I expect we'll probably be there for a little bit.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I look on the map and it's like France. That's a pretty big country, and then you look at Germany, it's just like, boom, twice as big as France, 4 times as big as the UK, something like that. It's In fact, the thing I do notice whenever I play this game is whenever I'm driving through France, you don't spend a lot of time in France. Like, you can drive through France pretty quickly. It's not a very big country. Weirdly.
You know, I'm surprised we haven't found a toll booth here yet. I wonder if that's just north to south.
I think it is if you're heading like towards Italy or Spain and that direction. If your goal is to leave France as soon as possible, then no toll road. Well, it's been nearly an hour, and we're probably about halfway to the halfway point, so I think my guess of 4 hours is potentially correct. I'm not sure.
I think so. By the way, get in the left lane.
Oh,
But
we're not taking this turn. Oh, the left lane. I just changed lanes for no reason. God damn.
I didn't know either. Those are
No,
really,
it's not
really
your fault.
quick.
No, like
But,
you told me to change. You said get in the left lane, and I was already in the left lane, and I panicked, thinking you must be telling me because I'm in the wrong lane.
No,
So then
the
I-
other left.
Yeah. So then I changed into the right lane without thinking. I'm very tired. I did a James.
No worries. I think your time estimate was about right, though. Provided we keep going at this pace, we should be good.
We are very, very, very close to the central reservation there.
Whoops.
You're effectively doing a grind on that rail. Speaking of Tony Hawk Pro Trucker.
Yeah. You know, one of my tricks. I mean, how many points is that? Like anywhere between 200 to 1,000?
Yes, yes, well done.
Thank you. Oh, now I'm conscious of it, and I'm kind of wiggling. Oh my.
I'm just going to ease off a little bit because I'm a little scared of what's going on here, to be honest. You took those
Well, I mean, the
calls.
good news is there's not an on-fire truck. I think we'll be okay.
That was amazing. I'm glad we got that on video because no one would have believed me if I've never seen that before.
That was new. Now we just need to find that, God, I can't remember, the helicopter, right? We need to find a helicopter.
Yeah, well, I've never seen it again. It was one time that I saw a crashed helicopter in the middle of the road. And I've never seen it again, so... The random event, like I've never seen a truck on fire before, so the random events are very random, clearly. There are people watching this now thinking, look at these two just nerding out over stupid, like, little events in a Euro Truck Simulation game. I have no life. Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund. Who is the most unpopular man at Borussia Dortmund Gladbach match?
I don't know.
The guy who shouts, "Give us a B."
Oh God.
Sorry, it's an old joke. And a terrible joke.
I think some of the translation may be a little off.
So, Borussia Dortmund Gladbach is a football team.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how, like, football teams, they like to go, like, I don't know. Give us a C, give us an I, give us a T, give us a Y, City or whatever.
Yes.
Obviously, if you did that with Borussia Dortmund Gladbach, it would take a while. You'd be there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know why I have
I'm
to.
on board.
It's a terrible joke, and I shouldn't have to. Yeah, I apologize profusely for. Yeah, that joke.
Are you kidding? Apologize for nothing. Bad jokes are still great. If they groan, that means that they have accomplished their purpose.
I can't wait for. I don't like driving at night. It's just. It's a bit too like. There's no. I'd like to look at the scenery, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the good news is the sun pretty reliably rises at about 4 o'clock game time, so we're just about through it.
I think it says 1:56 for me.
Yes. Yeah. So we've got about 2 hours game time to get that back
Okay.
up to a sunrise, and I'm hoping that we get another sunrise. You can get some pretty boring weather events, but you can also get some pretty gorgeous ones. So
Simon DG is coming with the Pro Euro truck tips.
Oh.
He says the roads are not like real life at all, but there are mods that make or copy some real life roads. Pro mods being the most popular. Oh.
Oh, sorry, I heard a beep, so I had to...
Yeah, that was me. I pressed it by mistake, but there you go.
So, pro mods is the way to go, is what I'm hearing.
Oh. I turned my engine off by mistake there.
Uh-oh, better get that fixed.
Okay.
I'll slow down a little here in the meantime.
I rescued the situation. I have been meaning to install more mods for this. I did. Oh Christ! I crashed. I think I'm doing a U. I think I'm trying to grind the rail again, like you.
Oh goodness. So yeah, let me know if you need to hit up the repair, and I will pull over and get a map back.
I don't think it's too bad actually. I don't think there's been much damage so far.
Oh good.
I turned the engine off myself. It was a self-inflicted engine malfunction. It wasn't an actual malfunction, so...
Gotcha. By the way, you're going to want to be in the right lane.
I do have all the DLC installed, Simon DG, so I will look into this Pro mods.
I'm curious. Thanks, Simon.
Yeah, we should install some mods for next time, maybe. I don't know, does it affect multiplayer? Like, will it still work? Thanks for the gift, Radioactive Lobster. The tier 1 sub thing. I don't think my alerts are working properly, so I apologise for that. Another thing I didn't get time to actually fix before we went on the air, but just as a reminder to everyone though that we're going to donate all of the proceeds of February for Gamefront, like all income from all videos, Patreon, whatever, to the Ukrainian Red Cross, which is the purpose of this stream, to encourage some donations. But you can donate directly to the Ukrainian Red Cross on their website. There's a link in the description on YouTube, or you can just Google for Ukrainian Red Cross, because if you give them directly, then Twitch or YouTube doesn't have to take a cut. So yeah, that's the best way to do it. But yeah, we're just trying to raise a bit of money. Situation in the UK. I am the manager, Radioactive Lobsters, so you can speak to me, and I apologise for nothing. I will fix it. Next time we get to a rest stop, I will fix the alerts. Was there something else I was supposed to fix? I can't remember.
Oh man, I'm lost. I don't recall either.
Oh, Twitter tweet.
Oh,
I will do it.
Yeah, we'll do an extended stop for just a moment so you can do that.
Well, I was going to ask what your fuel is like, because I assume your fuel is going to be running low at this point.
I topped off when we hit the gas station, so I am good to go.
Excellent. Oh, I'm not going to make that line change. I've been boxed in.
No!
Wow.
No worries. We seem to be going on a grade right now, so you will be able to catch up to me. Grades are my greatest weakness right now.
The AI traffic is not very fast in this. Exactly, Steve, that goes down those Sunday drivers. The guy was basically not moving. It should be illegal to drive that slowly on a freeway. I mean, come on now. Come on now.
Oh my god, this grade. Gotta turn on my flashers here.
It's okay. I think everybody else is struggling as well.
Yeah, it looks like quite the issue up here. There's 3 police cars. We will want to get into that right lane once you pass the, yeah. You're good. So right lane.
I think you made the truck behind you stop, which,
Whoops.
it's okay. I avoided catastrophe, but,
I am glad. We're hanging this right. We got a big old convoy, ain't she a beautiful sight? There we go. Just to make people happy. Had to happen at some point.
hey, Hugo of Courier, I think that says. This is the second stream that I've been able to catch outside of work. I apologize. I apologize. It had to be this one, but welcome anyway. I'm going to try and overtake this North second truck because it goes very slowly. I'm going to turn on the cruise control for a little bit, give my feet a rest.
Do it. I was going to say, I just noticed that we are officially below 1,000 kilometers to go to hit our halfway point.
Halfway point to Austria or halfway point to the Ukraine?
Halfway point to the Ukraine, so hitting up Austria.
Okay, awesome. Nice. So we're nearly at Austria then?
Correct. It looks like we've got about 700 kilometers to go. Or 780. There we go. Actually,
okay.
Reading the number works.
So it's been an hour and 10 minutes, so maybe my estimation was a bit too... interesting. We will see.
Well, you never know with the randomization what job will take next to get closer, so we don't know how roundabout this could be.
Yeah, we may have to visit like every other like city in Europe before we get there. But we'll try and take the most direct route possible. I am very in the wrong lane. Ooh, a plane.
Get into the right, get into the right.
I just crossed 2 lanes. Everybody hates me. You know, you were right. 4 a.m. and the sun starts to go up. You are an expert at this game. Like even I didn't know that.
I try. All right. Looks like we are gonna get into the left lane once you reach the top of that hill. Man, I'm noticing a lot of map that looks like it needs to be built out in this area.
Yes. And you can actually hear them building it in the background there. So
it's true. It's true. They had some jackhammers and.
That's how game development works.
Alright, looks like probably maybe the next or the following rest stop is where we should take a little bit of a break to refresh our drivatars.
Yes. and take a little bit of a break for myself. Actually, I really need a drink, and it's surprisingly tough to drive a truck like this for a long period of time.
Mentally taxing.
It's mentally taxing as such, but it's
next one. This came up a little fast. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, that's all good. I think we've got enough fuel and stuff, so it's all good.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Listen, Radioactive Lobster, I am a superb driver, okay? I have only crashed twice during this trip, and they were both minor skirmishes, one with the back of Morgan's truck and one with a barrier. Now, you know, the occasional scrape is inevitable, and I defy anyone to drive better than me today across this kind of distance.
It's true. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Hugo says at least I've done better than the driver with the trailer on fire. It's true. That's quite funny. I've never seen that before, so. Is the pizza on the side of that truck? Oh, what? I think I just got done for speeding.
Uh-oh. I'll slow down. I didn't know that we had a... I've been just kind of hauling, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there's a police car right behind me. There's a police car right behind you now, so be careful.
I am slow. Nope, now he's in front of me.
You see, Radioactive Lobster, you know, you're giving it the big talk, my friend, but you need to put your money where your mouth is. I don't see you driving on any of these streams. If you are such a good Euro truck driver, where's your steering wheel?
I know, we'll have to have you on board at some point, Ralph.
Never once has he joined us. Never once. Need to speed up again?
No, I need to slow. I am still being a speed demon.
Perhaps that's why it's going a lot quicker than it should be, because we're going there a bit too fast. Traffic just slowed down there, so... Mouse and keyboard. You want to play this game with a mouse and keyboard? Good luck to you.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, it's hard enough on a controller. You're insane if you are awesome at this game with a mouse and keyboard, and I bow to your expertise.
This is the crazy thing. He's criticizing my driving while simultaneously saying that he wants to play it with a mouse and keyboard. This is how insane Radioactive Lobster can be at times.
Well, when you're radioactive, I mean, certain things happen to your brain. I'd give you a heart symbol, but my hands are busy.
You space trucking in Elite Dangerous. You see, Elite Dangerous is a little bit different to Euro Truck Simulator in that it's much harder to hit things, generally speaking, in space than it is on a highway. Now, you know, I'm not an expert. Hey, Crispy, we're heading to the border of the Ukraine. So what we're doing is we're trying to raise some money for the Ukraine Red Cross, and all the revenue for Gamefront will be for February will be donated to the Ukraine Red Cross as well. So yeah, if anyone can donate, or if you just want to do a sub or a super chat, whatever you want to do, we'll donate it all. But yeah, we're heading to the Ukraine, or as close as we can get. But the first stop is Austria, because we've got to deliver some milk to Austria, and then we'll go from Austria to, we're not quite sure yet, but there's one of 4 cities we could potentially go to. We'll see what it offers us when we get there, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely next rest stop we'll need to pop off for a moment.
Yeah, my fatigue meter is getting full. There's no specific donation link, because of how much of a short time, and it's not really like a system like it was with our other charity streams where we could set something like that up. So if you want to donate, just Google Ukraine Red Cross and just donate on their website. There's a link on YouTube, but there's nowhere to put a link on Twitch, unfortunately. But yeah, if you just go to Google and just put Ukraine Red Cross, and you can donate on their website, and that's the best way, because then nobody's taking a cut of it. But if you just donate through subs or whatever, then we'll give all of the money we make from that to them as well. That's how it's working for this one. Prague. We are heading to Prague. Cool.
Sweet. Love the scenery change. I'm loving all the trees.
Yes, I do like. Are they like pine trees? They look kind of like pine trees.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a lot of evergreens, and I'm gonna guess some of that's birch. I'm not very familiar. Oh, there's a rest area on the right. I am not very well versed. Woohoo! I totally went to the wrong side because I'm awesome. Anywho, I'm not very well versed on certain.
Yeah, you went to the wrong side. I'm going to go to the right side. Okay.
I'm gonna try to make this jump.
No.
I do it. I do it. Woo!
Oh my goodness. You are going to get us kicked out of this place. What the hell?
Oh my.
Good job, friend. Good job.
Oh, anywho, you needed to do some things with the Twitter and.
Yes. So I might as well do it after I turn my engine off. There was 2 things. Oh yes, alerts is one thing that I broke, so I need to fix those. See if I can do that without breaking the stream.
I have faith in you.
It says, Morgan, play GeoGuessr if you want to get better at seeing what types of trees are in different areas of the world. Excellent suggestion.
Great advice.
I like GeoGuessr, but it was a bit disappointing when they well, they made it pay to play. Like, you can still play for free, but you can only play like one per day, or something like that. We should play GeoGuessr one day. That should be fun.
That could be fun.
I think the alerts are fixed, so if anyone wants to, like, you know, do a thing, oh, that's a bit. How can I tell? Well, I think they're fixed. Let's just assume they're fixed. Tweets. How far are we from our destination in Austria?
I cannot tell from here, but I think it's just a little over 500 kilometers. So just let me know when you're ready to proceed.
Nice thing is, a bunch of people have tuned in for this, which is great. Hopefully, we have no way of being able to tell or verify that you've donated anything, but hopefully people have donated to Ukrainian Red Cross. News on Twitch. As we hashtag stand with Ukraine. That's Red Cross Ukraine. Twitch.tv/Gamefront. Gamefront. Excellent. I will do a tweet. Hope you're happy now, Steve the Ghost. Just for you, my friend. Sweet. I think we can continue. Oh, I'm just having a quick drink. Feeling a little thirsty. Oh, I went to grab a coffee. There you go. Perfect.
Taking a moment to stretch.
Oh, good point, actually. I think it's good practice in it. Like in real life, if you've been driving for a couple of hours, you probably would get out and like go for a bit of a walk. Yeah. Peaceful outside. Just hear bird song. Oh, my screen is flashing, but that's a good question. Don't know what could be causing that.
Just let me know when you're ready to roll, and I'm good to go.
Hopefully it's fixed. Hopefully it's fixed, but let me know if it's still flickering. Apologize for the flicker. Yeah, we can go. Should I take the lead this time? Ready?
All right. Off we go.
Okie dokie. In fairness, Radioactive Lobster, my thick Mancunian accent is difficult to understand at the best of times. So... Hey Leprechaun Girl, welcome. There are a lot of people watching, apparently, if the counter is to believe, so... you feel free to chat along. The best thing about going on a truck drive is the CB radio aspect. Oh, speaking of which, did you get your CB radio working? Oh, I know what's happened. I think I broke my communication. It's my parking brake. I need to pull over. How do I do hazards? Hazards.
Ooh, looks like we're about 480 kilometers. I was a little off in my estimation.
I think I did a bad thing. That was when I did Twitter. I closed the browser and it broke the thing that Morgan needs to hear me. Now I don't know how I'm going to fix that.
Oh my, you stopped. You stopped all the way.
Yes.
Let me,
This has gone well.
Pardon.
So funny story. Funny story. I accidentally closed the browser window, which then broke my ability for you to hear me. So that's why I had to pull over the truck there to fix this.
Okay, I'm gonna pull over too.
I fixed it now, so I'm gonna unpull over. Have you? I guess you've overtaken me. I assume.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I will catch up.
Okay.
But yes, I did a technical there. Yeah, I did the tweet and then I thought, oh good, I've done the tweet, I'll close my browser window, and that just killed OBS Ninja. So there you go. Good news is, the alerts are fixed. Thanks for the follow, I don't know how to pronounce that. Treter. Twitch is the worst job, like, trying to pronounce all these different usernames. I don't know, I apologise for butchering that, but... Thank you.
I just don't know if people can hear me right now or not. I don't...
Ooh! That was a big crash! Oh lordy lord.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. Now it's just occurred to me that I can't see the chat, so I need to very quickly just be very creative with... Do that quickly. Try not to crash. Whoa, okay. See, things were going semi-competently up until now, and now everything's gone wrong all at once.
Well, we'll keep it rolling. We'll get there.
Radioactive lobster unfollowed and then followed again just to get the alert that he missed earlier. Ridiculous.
Oh my, oh my. Oh, I just totally... yeah, that wasn't pretty. The front and, you know, the cabin and the trailer are not damaged, but FYI, there is a big accident coming up with...
with you.
Yeah.
Oh no. Speaking of big accidents, that was close. Why are we so bad all of a sudden? We were doing great up until this point. It's like we had that quick break and now we just don't give...
Oh, why am I even...
Right, okay. I see what you mean. You didn't have a crash, but somebody's had a crash.
There's a big one, and you have to avoid it. And I was going top speed and got boxed in.
Yeah, contraflow time. Okay. Oh, there's smoke and all kinds going on there. That is a big crash.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's real ugly. Good news is with this long drive, I feel like I'm finally getting a hang of being on the right side of the cabin, at least a little better.
Yeah, you'll be an expert by the end of this.
Yeah, I'll be very confused going back to the other side.
It's stupid, really. I mean, I guess there's not a lot you can do about it because, like, the cost of, you know, repainting and re-signing and redoing the traffic lights on every road in the UK would be prohibitively expensive. But when you think about it, like, confuses people. Whenever somebody manufactures a car, they have to build 2 different versions of it. Just seems like such a mess, right? Like,
I can't recall off the top of my head, but there's one other place in the world I think that goes on the left side. I'm space cadetting it.
there are a couple of places. I think Australia might actually drive on the same side that we do, unless I'm imagining that.
I can't remember. It's been a few years.
You know, there was a country, and I forget which country it was, but there is a country in Europe which used to drive on the left, and they changed it to drive on the right. And they closed the roads overnight, like over a weekend, to, like, basically like an army of people just re-signed every road and redid all of the road markings and stuff. And
oh wow.
they did this big change, and apparently it was fairly successful. Like, the first morning of the new change, where they changed from the left to the right, nobody had any accidents. Like it seemed to work very well. But then loads of little things happened that nobody expected. Like, for example, like the doors on the buses were on the wrong side of the vehicle, so like bus stops and buses just didn't really work anymore and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, the things you just don't necessarily think about.
Huh.
Yeah, so the buses had to drop people off in the middle of the street. Exactly. It was on, I think it was Top Gear, yeah. That told that story, but
wow.
I
All
crashed
right, I think we have
again.
just crossed. I
Well,
have just crossed a border.
Yeah, you have. I'm significantly behind you, but that is good to know.
Let me shift my gear down, and I will go a little slower.
I don't think you actually. I can see you on the map, so I don't think you're that far ahead. So.
Okay, if you can see me, then we're good. We're good.
I am literally just coming up to the border now. I'm just about to cross
Perfect.
it. So there we go.
Oh, get in the left lane. There is an accident.
Oh, I'm in the left lane.
Perfect. Yay, tunnels! Really cool tunnels.
Hello, Indie Bob. Apparently India drives on the left, as do parts of SEA and South Africa, apparently.
Wow. It's India, Bob.
India does not drive on the left. India drives on any side of the road they damn well please. I have seen it. Apparently Indonesia Indonesia is also drivers on the left as well. So. To the curb there. Oh, pay attention. Oh, look, a windmill. This is a very pretty part of the world.
Yay! I love windmills. They're so gorgeous.
They're very quaint. I think quaint is a good word for windmills.
Truth. still have all the little farmhouses and towns.
It's nice, right?
No, it's a beautiful, beautiful area of the country. Well, looks like we're coming up on the hills. I mean, like...
Oh, what the?
Like mountains.
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
What happened? What happened?
Shit. So, you know when you tried to grind the rails before?
Yes.
I did that a little bit too literally, and I am now
Okay.
lying on my side.
Oh no! Okay, I'm just going through the next tunnel. I will stop at the next possible location.
It's raining. I should put my windscreen wipers on.
Dude, just get yourself hauled off to a repair place, and I will locate you on the map.
Surprisingly enough, I don't think I have a lot of choice in the matter. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What
Yeah,
a disaster.
that side of the truck unfortunately does not have wheels.
What an absolute gibbon.
Hey, there's a Volvo truck.
You know, I could be dead in this truck, and people are just trying to find ways to get around me and crashing into the back of me. It's ridiculous. People have got no empathy.
What are you doing, Volvo truck?
Visit service station immediately. Yes, I'm trying to do that.
Are you sure? Is that what you do?
Oh no, not service. What am I trying to?
It looks like I need to go through this toll booth, and then I will have a rest area.
So F7, isn't it, for recovery? Is that right?
Yes. Hit F1 first to pause.
Ah, there we go. Okay, yep. Lovely, thank you. I'd paused it by mistake.
No problem.
Assistance service can take you and your truck to Linz. It will cost €956, and the trip will take 2 hours and 10 minutes. The charge will be covered by my employer. Do I agree? No choice. Is what we call in the business extortion, really. But
it's pretty intense, not gonna lie. All right, let's pull you up on the map.
So, the big question: how close are you to Linz?
That is a great question. Give me just a moment to zoom out and figure this out. I am very close to Graz right now. What is this place? Where's Linz? Is Linz back here? Okay, yes. I see you. If you go south on A9, you'll find me just past the toll booth.
Yep. I think I just follow my sat nav and I'll reach you. Excellent. I'm on my way. I apologize. Things went horribly wrong.
Let me know once you hit the gas stations, and then I'll or are approaching the toll booth, and then I'll start moving again.
When I get towed, does that actually repair my truck, or do I need to get that repaired as well?
You need to repair it. It'll situate you on the repair marker, but you do need to manually go into that menu and say, "Hey, yes, I need repairs, please."
Turn that back on. 5. There we go. Awesome. Well, I'll just keep this. You know, it's not worth it because we're going to get a new truck soon anyway when we get to Austria. So.
All right.
I will just try and limp along with my broken truck, which has had a few scrapes along the way.
I have faith in you. You get this.
It's not far to go, radioactive lobster. We'll be fine. It's only been on its side for a small period of time. It should be okay.
2 hours, right?
Yes, just a couple hours. Oh, I need to be turning there. Whoa, okay. It genuinely took me by surprise when it flipped onto its side. I genuinely thought I was on the road. Hello, El Mono Mike. Oh god. Oh, engine malfunction.
We've only got 200 kilometers left from the portion I'm at. You should be fine.
See you later, Radioactive Lobster. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for all the subs as well. Much appreciated, sir.
Thank you.
I do like the rain in this game. It's very relaxing for some reason.
Nice. I see you. You're moving.
Hey, so El Mono Mike, so my trucking was going exceptionally well up until about 10 minutes ago when I had a very big crash, and wow, what the no! I have lost it. I crashed into a lamppost. It's okay.
Oh no!
It's not going well. I'm sorry.
Good news is it's a straight shot pretty much the rest of the way.
Yeah, no more corners, please. No more corners.
I mean, there's one right turn just after cross to get to our destination, which I cannot pronounce.
I swear for the first hour and a half of this, I was doing okay.
Oh, I lied. There's a right turn, and there is another right turn that leads to a left turn.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that.
No. Okay. Works for me. Alright.
Hey. Right, no more crashes. That's my new challenge for this stream. No more crashes until we get there.
It's a good goal to have, at least.
Apparently, I'm resembling a UPS driver with my driving right now. I don't know how accurate that is, but
Well, I mean, I guess that's dependent on the UPS driver.
well, question for you then, because obviously I'm not familiar with it. So, of all the delivery companies in the United States, like, which one's best? Like, best to worst if you had to list them? Like, is UPS good? Is it bad?
UPS has been pretty solid in my opinion. At least my experience has been good with them. The one you do not want, like the one I dread seeing coming up on my tracking, is On Track. So far, I'm very thankful I haven't had any lost shipments from them, but their tracking is just miserable. Oftentimes when there is a delay, they don't notify you, so it's like I'm waiting all day for this package and then suddenly it just doesn't even exist. It's a thing. It's a thing. So I really don't enjoy working with them in any capacity. However, things like UPS, FedEx, even DHL. Like DHL's pretty solid. They just take a little bit longer. They work for me. I mean, mail is mail. It's gonna come when it comes, but so far has been pretty reliable. But we're also while we're out in the boonies, you know, we're close enough to major distribution centers that some of the delays have thankfully not hit us yet.
So, the moral of the story... What the hell? What the actual... I swear to you, and the chat will back me up on this, an AI truck just drove into the side of me for no reason.
What a jerk! That's terrible. Are you sideways again, or are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm just trying to find out how to turn my windscreen wipers off. There we go. Okay, so on track, basically, a misnomer, because your parcel is generally off track with them, it's fair to say, but everybody else is okay.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the other thing, like, honestly, UPS is kind of my favorite. No joke there. Mostly because I'm one of those people who I adore seeing, okay, if it's hit this city, it's probably going to this city next, and once it's out for delivery, I get to watch where the truck is on the map, which I take a great joy in. I think it's fun. But also just the whole my choice thing where, like, if I need to send it to a center, or if I'm going on a trip, I can just say, hey, hold on to this for a few days, and it's okay pretty easily. Or I can send things to neighbors if it needs to go through. Just the amount of flexibility and tracking and transparency that they have provided to their customers has been insane, and I love it.
Hey, one Nathan Snell, welcome.
Welcome.
Steve the Ghost says that FedEx is the best for him. UPS likes to drop packages off at his neighbours, so they're not so great. But DHL, yeah, I mean, it's never good because unless you've got a really good relationship with your neighbours, like for me, it's always awkward to knock on to your neighbour and ask for your package. You feel like it feels like an imposition at best, or you're having some kind of active feud and they've like cut open the box and stolen half of your stuff at worst. However, he does then mention that DHL is the worst as they tend to drop packages off in ditches.
Fair. I was gonna say, FedEx is pretty awesome, like, people-wise. So UPS has the market cornered at this time when it comes to the transparency. I do have to tell a little story about FedEx. I adore the personnel who work with us and are the drivers. So, delivery men it's hard with dogs. I mean, you can either have great experiences with dogs, or you're not going to be on the best of terms, what have you. But we have a little dwarf, a little American Staffordshire Terrier who has dwarfism, and she's just she is the sweetest, little, laziest house hippo, and I cannot persuade her to go for a proper walk for the life of me. Like, we'll get a little way down the street, and then she's done. She starts sitting. She wants to go home. And even then, at best, she's just going at a little trundle. But the FedEx truck. So she knows the sound of the FedEx truck versus the UPS truck, first of all.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
The second is our normal driver is very kind, and he makes sure that if he needs to get a signature or something, that he says hello to her and gives her a little treat. So of course they are on great terms.
So he's bribing the dog. Okay.
Yes. But and when he's got a lot of deliveries, he'll leave a treat or two on. Go ahead, I'm slowing up so you can get it. But he'll leave a treat or two on top of the box for her. But anywho, one day I am on this walk with her, and she's just like, nope, I don't want to, screw you. I want to go home. I don't want to move anymore. I'm tired. The FedEx truck comes by and she knows the sound, so she's looking around, and he stops and gives her the treats, and it is just the sweetest thing. Like, makes a special stop because he recognizes her. And so, you know, he stops, gives the treat, she's happy, and then he drives off. And she goes running after the she's a little kid, and it's the ice cream truck.
It's all been a lie. I don't want to go for a walk. It's all been a lie.
She just wants the treat so bad. It's adorable.
It's a heartwarming story, but also it just shows how deceptive dogs can be.
Yes. But no, we do appreciate our FedEx driver quite a bit.
Like that, like, you know, when you can still make time for the personal touch, even though you're dealing with so many houses and stops in a day. It's like, we have a guy in our Discord called Redlin, who's also a delivery driver, and he always makes the extra effort, and it's always very nice to see that when he does that. Oh, there's a right-hand turn coming up. I hope you... Sorry.
Thank you. No. Red Express, you know, as I like to think of it. But Redlin, I love some of his stories. He really, you're correct. He goes the extra mile, and you know, sometimes not all customers see it or appreciate it, but it's always wonderful when you have that courier who will do their best to help you.
Hugo has apparently a courier company called Lasership. I've never heard of Lasership.
That's new.
But apparently they just leave his packages in the middle of the street, which just doesn't sound like the best place to leave a package, honestly. But
is it like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies where they expect you to like grab the package through the grate or something?
Yeah, potentially.
Like
Oh, I love the Ninja Turtles. I really want to watch Ninja Turtles. Zach, I don't know if you've seen. Do you remember the Ninja Turtles co-op game on like on Super Nintendo back in the day?
I played the one on Genesis. I think it was Hyperstone Heist.
Yes, it's basically the same game actually. I think it was on Genesis as well.
Oh, it's fantastic.
There's like a remake. It's not so much a remake as just like a modernized, you know, so it's in widescreen and stuff version coming on PC. And Zach really wants to play it, so I'm quite looking forward to that. So me and Zach will probably stream that when it's
Oh my god, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, I'm so jealous of Zach actually because he's got like a half-sized. Well, it's just like the top half, but he's basically like the arcade version, like the arcade cabinet.
Oh, no, that's cool.
I'll show you the pictures later. It's ridiculous. I'm so jealous of him. I really, really want one. I've not lost you, have I? Are you still behind me? I assume.
I'm behind you. I'm taking that right turn. It looks like we are about at the last 30 kilometers of this leg.
Nice. I am going to need to stand up for a second after this, I think. I'm feeling very
uncomfortable. It'll be time for a little leg stretch.
We can take a quick 5-minute break, and then we can come back for the second leg, I think. That would
Sounds good.
Probably be the best way to play this. Oh, I've had that happen to me before, Hugo, when somebody leaves a package on the bin and then it's actually trash collection day. So they just go and trash your package. That happened to me once.
Oh, no.
Ridiculous.
I hope it wasn't anything too valuable.
Well, it was Christmas stuff actually, which was even worse. I mean, the good thing is Amazon is quite good, at least in the UK, about that stuff, so they did give me a refund. But it meant that the gifts obviously didn't then get there in time for Christmas.
Aww.
Because as you can imagine, I leave that kind of thing quite late on. But it didn't make any sense either, because like one of the packages they like posted through the door, I think because it was either thin enough to fit through or I don't know for whatever reason. But then the other package, like it came in several boxes, and he just put the other boxes in, not on top of the bin, inside of the trash bin.
That
Wow.
doesn't seem smart.
No, it wasn't, because I didn't know it was in there. So obviously I just assumed, okay, they've delivered one, and then like the other packages must be coming later on or something. I'm crashing into things again. So
don't do that.
So yeah, so then later on in the day, obviously, like the trash guy came and took the bin away and blah blah blah. Euro goodies! How exciting!
Euro goodies! The best delivery company.
We've arrived at Euro goodies. How exciting! I have so just to update the chat.
I'm here. Get into the no clip so I don't hit you. Sorry. Anywho, please update.
Yes, I have. Well, I'm not sure if this is good news actually, but I'm just going to skip through there. So obviously, as you are aware, Zach is away this weekend on a fishing trip, which is why me and Zach haven't done any streams or anything this weekend. So Zach is away on a fishing trip, and the last thing I said to Zach before he went away on said fishing trip was, "Take care. Please don't sink the boat. Love you. Be safe." Zach has just sent me a message to tell me that the boat is currently taking on water, and
that's a problem.
That's a problem generally in a boat, and I'm just going to check he's okay. He just sent me a GIF that just says, "Sigh, no joke, our boat is taking on water. It should be fine." Just crazy. Oh my god. Yeah.
All right. So we have arrived in Austria. Halfway.
Right, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break because we need to stretch our legs a little bit. I'm going to check Zach is not drowning in a lake somewhere. And then, yeah, we need to decide where we're going next. Well, we know it's one of 4 potential cities where we go. So we'll figure that out. And then, yeah, we'll be back in 5, I guess.
All right.
Be right
See
back.
you then.
Yeah, we are back. We are back. Yeah, we need to pick our second destination then. So it can be one of 4 potential cities, which I won't attempt to pronounce the names of because I will get them wrong. But I did write them down somewhere. So music is way too loud in this game. I need to turn this down.
So yeah, if we can get as close as possible to one of those that are, I think the cities we might be able to alphabetize them or search. So.
Can I just go on the normal job market? I don't need to go on Convoy or anything, do I? Just go on job market.
Correct. Yeah, just go to quick job.
Quick job. Destination. So L. Music just changed rather suddenly there.
Yeah, I can't see it. But also we can start from Austria. That might be the method that's truest to what we're trying to do.
Yeah, we can get. We have to, really, don't we? Where were we in Austria? I'm guessing this place.
Klagenfurt. I'm doing my best to pronounce it. So.
I am going to take a stab at this. I think it says Klagenfurt am Wörthsee.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Trying to find somewhere that goes roughly where we're trying to go. The problem with Euro Truck is the destinations are just kind of a bit random.
I'm trying to stream on this side.
So remember how we said we may have to do this in more than 2 legs? This is just taking us back into the Czech Republic, basically.
Yep, and that'll be fine because from there we can. There is a city within the Czech Republic that, or we can.
Yeah.
We can circumnavigate through Romania, Hungary, or Poland.
Yeah. Well. So this is taking us back to Prague. It's the only.
Perfect. You know what? That'll get us close. So let's hit Prague, and then we can do a last mile sort of thing.
I will attempt. Okay, we'll do that. We're not so much going in the right direction as kind of going. We're kind of sidestepping a little bit here, but I guess we haven't got much choice. And then hopefully when we get to Prague, we'll have more choices for destinations. Hello, Adrian. Guys, life is a highway, and I want to ride it all night long. I actually feel ill, physically ill. Right then, I'm in the game. I think you can join whenever you are ready.
Yep. Let me know when you've accepted the job and I'll pop in. And I've received notification that the closest location we can possibly get if we really want to target it and have the time would be Lublin in Poland. But again, that is dependent upon time.
Yes, Lublin is one of the cities that I had down as potential destinations for.
Perfect.
So, yes, we'll have to drive to Prague, and then we'll have to drive. Well, we can't free drive because we don't actually own a truck between us, do we?
Nope. So you're going to be on a different side this time.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yep. All right. 10-4, good buddy. Let's go. Euro goodies. Hey, what are we transporting this time? I actually didn't pay attention to that.
We are transporting various Euro goodies from Euro goodies to Prague.
What Euro goodies are we transporting?
What Euro goodies are we transporting? Is there a way to tell?
I think it's F6.
Yes, pears. 15 tons of pears.
Fantastic. The people of Prague will be very delighted to receive our Euro goodies pears. I love it.
Speaking of pears, Adrian would like to know, what are those 2 pips on your hat?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry, you're a little bit quiet right now.
Adrian would like to know, what are those 2 pips on your hat?
Oh, to reiterate, there are 3. This is basically an infrared reflector, which is being picked up by an infrared camera from Track IR. And what that does is, in-game, it senses my head movements so that I'm not using a joystick or looking at this in a bit of an unnatural manner. It kind of gives the VR without VR sort of immersive, but not really experience. So it just makes it easier for me to see and check mirrors and things like that.
It's actually really cool, Track IR, because it's like all the benefits of VR without the motion sickness. It's pretty...
Yes.
So...
Yeah, no, that's the primary reason why I went for it. I was like, I would love to play this game in VR, and I think I said it a little bit earlier. But I would play it for 5 minutes and end up just puking my guts out the rest of the day. And nobody wants that.
Surprisingly well, Track IR as well. Like, I came up a bit sharp on you there. I apologise, but yeah, it works. It's surprisingly natural. Like, it's nice to be able to just be able to check your mirrors, and which I should have done just then, as an example. Wow.
Correct.
Yeah.
No worries. I was getting a slow start.
Oh, it's all good. I was going to turn Track IR on, to be honest, but then I figured that people would probably get a bit motion sick if I streamed it with Track IR on, so I've turned it off for this particular trip. But generally speaking, I'd either do that or on occasion... Oh, there you go. You've crashed into him as well.
Sorry.
This
I
guy
thought that
from...
was you, but I wasn't sure. I saw you slow down, so I was like, oh, I can get over. Sorry.
This guy from the Baltic Logistics Transport Company is not happy with the pair of us, frankly. Oh, speaking of which... This has been a disaster already.
Please tell me I didn't damage your engine too badly.
No, I just keep cutting people up, basically. Which is the best way to make friends in a game like this. Just drive in front of other people and cut them up.
Sometimes you run into them, sometimes you don't. Alright.
Thanks for the follow, Helen Botster. Hey, Gibbon Plays is here as well. Hello. No worries, Gibbon. It's nice to see that you are here now. I should probably reintroduce what we were doing, actually. So the thing about today is we're driving from the UK. So we started in Manchester about two and a half hours ago, roughly.
Sounds right.
Sounds about right. So we started in Manchester. We've driven all the way to Austria. Now we're driving from Austria to Prague. And then from there, we're trying to drive as close as we can to the Ukraine. We're just trying to raise a bit of money, really, for the Ukrainian Red Cross. So all money that Gamefront earns during February is going to go to the Ukrainian Red Cross. And if you can also donate to them directly. You can just Google Ukrainian Red Cross, or if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description as well. But yeah, that is kind of what we're doing today. And who knew that driving trucks could be so hard? I mean, yeah. My friend from the Baltic Transport Company again. I'm gonna give him a wide berth.
Sounds good. You never know after that kind of thing how happy they'll be to see you.
Not very, if I had to hazard a guess.
Just remember, it's a little dark. We're in new vehicles. I just remembered. Turn your lights on.
Yeah, I did remember to do that. Thank you.
Fantastic. Woo! Got a little light there.
Oh, Adrian says
So,
that.
yeah, the downside of the track IR is sometimes it will catch refractions from sunlight when it comes in.
Yes.
And yeah, the camera will think that your location has moved drastically. I was worried I had fallen over there for a moment.
I have to admit, the first time I experienced that using Track IR, it took me by surprise a little bit. I was playing Train Sim World, which is another fantastic game, by the way, guys. If you're looking for some more AAA games to play, but it was almost like my neck had just snapped, and I was like, okay, that's a bit disconcerting. What's happened there?
You have to look out for the random ninja assassins when you play this game as well.
Yes.
Just as a side note.
Yeah. Similarly, driving trains, it's a difficult, it's a hazardous job. There are ninjas who will snap your neck for no reason. Ideally, it's best done either at night or if you've got like blackout curtains, I guess. There you have. But Adrian says Médecins Sans Frontières is apparently another charity that are working to get medical care to people in Ukraine. So we're not fussy about the charity here. Like, as long as it's, do your research, make sure it's a reputable charity that are actually going to send the aid where it's needed. But yeah, sounds good. It's one thing that does make me a little bit sick. Whenever there's a time of crisis, and I've seen it happen before, it makes me sick that there are people who are willing to just tend to be a charity to try and raise money for, real disasters that are like really affecting people's lives, just to try and scam a bit of money out of people. Like, you wouldn't think that people would do such a thing, but they kind of do. So that's kind of why, the Red Cross is good, because like you can be pretty certain that the aid will go where it needs to go. But yeah, not to be all depressing about it, but
So this road, well, it's relatively straight. It's a little windier than you would think.
yeah, it looks straighter on the map than it does actually trying to drive down it, which is weird. You do you not drive on the highway very often then, Adrian? Because like most I don't know, is it like that in America? Like are most highways just not lit? Like are they generally just dark? Night.
So the highways in America, it really, it's such a large country. They're different anywhere you go. At least around the West Coast, I mean, you see a lot of the interstates. They're very straight, but I mean that's the rule of the interstates and why they were made. They have to have at least I think 3 miles worth of straight patches every so many miles or something along that line. Since they originally created as a presidential order to make sure that jets had an emergency place to land. However, you also have various states, and these have their own highways. So, depending on where they are and how the counties are upkeeping them, or even just the state, they can range anywhere from like being a dirt road to just the nicest, fresh black asphalts. Highways you've ever driven on. So it really depends on where you're at for ease and comfort of driving on those. And for Adrian, it may be the case that they're crowded. They're not quite as linear. So that would at least be my take on it.
I always forget that the United States is essentially a collection of like loads of different countries rather than just one. Essentially, because like
kinda, yeah, feels like it sometimes.
I guess what I mean by that is the states seem to have more, like each state seems to have more autonomy than like say like a borough or a city in this country. Like generally speaking, everything's very standardized and kind of the same, no matter which city or town you're in. Whereas in America, it's like you say, like from state to state, it can feel like a completely different country almost, I assume.
Truth. Sorry, I know you just took this exit too. It's quite curvy.
Oh yeah, and I crossed 2 lanes again. I did my usual, left it far too late.
So knowing that we're getting close to the Czech Republic, I'm going to start keeping to the left a bit more, just to avoid some of those turnoffs.
Want to stop in Bruges? I don't think so at this stage. Don't think so. I hope Zach is okay. I haven't heard back from him since he told me the boat was taking on water. I shouldn't laugh really. It's I mean, he can swim, and it looks like a relatively calm lake that he's on, but it's still not good if the boat he's on is sinking. So I hope he's okay.
I'm sure he is. I think when we take our next little stop to pick our next destination, it may be a good idea to just to check in and say hi and make sure that they made it to shore at least.
Yes. Well, I mean, it could be that his mobile phone has just sank to the bottom of the lake or something. Who knows? But,
that is also a possibility.
Zach. He cannot stay out of trouble, that boy. I'll tell you what. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a wild T-Rex appears. There are no T-Rexes in this game, unfortunately. However, we did have some excitement earlier when we found a truck that had caught fire, which I'd never seen before. That was exciting.
Oh man, this 2-lane road is just killing me.
It's ridiculous. I know. I'm just especially because it's night as well.
And I am behind yet another flammable truck.
Well, I'm behind the truck carrying a load of wooden logs. So,
Oh my.
you know, between the two trucks that we're following, we can get a real fire going.
Perfect.
Excellent. Gibbon Play says that the alternative title for this stream should be Bald Englishman Delivers Black Tea to Ukrainian Soldiers. That is effectively what we're doing, yeah. In a virtual sense, at least. Imagine playing this for 24 hours. I'm glad I didn't want to. I'm glad I didn't attempt to make this a 24-hour stream.
I don't think I would have been able to do that. I mean, I know you would have, but...
I don't think I would have, to be honest. Like, it's just surprisingly uncomfortable having to. It's not because it's not being sat down for a long period of time. It's because, especially if you're using the steering wheel and foot pedals, it's because it's like driving long distances. It's not that comfortable, really.
Oh, there's a stoplight coming up, just FYI.
Thank you. I think I can see, actually. Hey, King Paper, welcome.
Hey! How's it going, King Paper?
The king of all the paper.
Indeed. Looks like we'll be taking an exit coming up here shortly, too.
Ooh, that was very. I really should learn to brake a bit quicker when I'm coming up to lights. I very nearly did a Final Destination there, it's true. I actually did a Final Destination earlier before you joined. I'm ashamed to say that so far, between me and Morgan, generally it's Morgan that flips the truck, but I'm afraid to say it was me this time.
No, I mean, you've really been taking that role today, and I quite appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, got to make you look good for the stream.
Alright, looks like we're taking a left. That'll be kind of that hard brake left. But the good news is, even though it's super dark, there's a sign that points to Prague, so, I mean, that makes it easy for you.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not too far to get to Prague, at least. Because, like I say, the problem with getting to Prague is we're kind of just sidestepping a little bit. Probably
Pretty
moves us
much,
like
but-
3 miles actually closer to the destination.
I mean, the good news is this stretch is a little bit shorter. So we're about 168 kilometers from Prague right now. So it's not quite the marathon that Austria was.
Yeah, the UK to Austria was the tough bit. So we've done the hard bit, I think. Hopefully we can get a fairly direct job from Prague to where did we agree?
Lublin, if at all possible, in Poland.
Yep, Lublin. Yep. I need to. There we go. How closely mapped is the game to real roadways? It's a good question. A couple of people have asked that, and it's not massively. I mean, like, effectively, how best to describe it? Like, it's realistically, like, the distances between towns and cities are fairly right. So, like, when you look at the map, like, the towns, like, the major towns and cities are kind of where they should be, but the roads connecting them, they're not, like, realistic, as in they're not going exactly where they would in real life or anything like that. And everything's kind of on a smaller scale, right? So, like, obviously it would take days to travel from the UK to the Ukraine in real life, whereas obviously in this game it's what, maybe 3 hours, 4 hours on our estimate. So
Yes.
yeah, so it's kind of scaled down, but it's kind of, the distances are kind of proportionately accurate, but the roads themselves are not necessarily in the right, you know, they're not necessarily in the right shape or anything like that. I don't know if that made any sense, but there you go.
It more or less captures the feel of each country and works with that. You're not gonna find an unabridged section of highway, I don't think, but it'll be it'll capture the feel of the country and approximately what you would see out of those highways. But I don't believe that they would be accurate to real life.
I got caught speeding again.
Uh-oh.
The Popo, the Rozzers, the 5-0, they're behind me.
Outrun the fuzz!
God, he caught me again. That's ridiculous. I'm just going to put my cruise control on. I can't trust myself with the accelerator.
I know, and I'm sorry, I'm a lead foot, and I know you're just following.
Yeah, well, the problem is that the copper behind me can't see you because I'm obstructing his view. So he's just giving me all the speeding fines, and you're just getting away with it. I think we did cross the Netherlands, and yes, like Morgan says, like it's pretty. Like, you get a feel that you can kind of tell which country you're in, if that makes sense. So it's very pretty, yeah.
All right, less than 100 kilometers to go on this stretch.
Hooray, Netherlands, boo, Belgium. What have you got against Belgium?
I think we passed through both, and Belgium's got chocolate, man.
Belgian chocolate is good chocolate.
I mean, Netherlands does have more trains and licorice.
Yes, I guess people don't know this, but you travel to most countries, I guess, in your line of
A
work.
few. I have traveled a surprisingly small amount in Europe at this point in time, but I hope to see more soon.
Have you been to both Belgium and the Netherlands?
No, but I've gotten close to the border at least.
Well, that's closer than I've got. I guess that makes you the authority.
But even then, it wasn't super close. So who knows? All I know is trains are fun, and it was an interesting experience to try the candy and stuff there versus back home or in Southeast Asia.
It's so controversial question. Then I've got my own opinions on this, but which do you prefer, American candy or European candy?
It depends on what I want. It's a really hard question. For like a proper chocolate, if I want it to not melt immediately but still be melty, it's a very different mouthfeel and different amount of bitterness between American and European chocolate. When you look at an American chocolate, it's pretty much, whoops, get in the left. It's pretty much like a lot of the mainline brands tend to be very saturated with oils and stuff and are more readily meltable, and there's a lot of sugar added. So if I want something hyper sweet and doing that, then yes, I will go for an American chocolate anytime. But I'm always happy to have a proper chocolate too. Because I mean, like it's kind of the difference between how can I say this? Think like a hot chocolate. Just a regular hot chocolate would be what you would get in Europe, but one that is like oversaturated with marshmallows is what you would get in America.
Okay. Now, I'm not an expert on American chocolate. I've tried, like Hershey's and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's considered to be good chocolate, bad chocolate. I'm going way too fast.
It is considered to be standard chocolate.
Standard chocolate. Okay.
Yes, standard chocolate.
Bog standard. So, I found, for whatever reason, maybe it's just because I'm not used to it, but I found that Hershey's chocolate, like you say, it was a lot sweeter than the kind of chocolate we get over here. But also, I don't know how to put it without sounding offensive potentially, but it kind of had this almost chemical kind of aftertaste.
Yeah, it has a slightly different aftertaste. You're correct. So, but for us, it also has to do a bit with what are you used to.
Well, yeah, I mean that's it.
So, like I was having this conversation actually with my husband yesterday because I had gotten one of my spice shipments in, and of course I have to get a little bit of candy because it's from up north. It's from Alaska. I've got to get some candy because like the factory chocolate you'll get there versus here, like any location is always going to be a bit different. But that's what I'm used to, so that's what I'm wanting, and that's what tastes super good. And it's really hard to describe the difference aside from it doesn't really have that aftertaste. It's still sweet. It's meltable. Oftentimes you'll have different interesting infusions with it because we're trying to do creative things with flavor. Because when you look at things like produce and things up there, they can be grown, but they are either shipped or it's not the best soil, so it's not going to be the most flavorful thing you have eaten. So
Okay.
we try to find flavor and interesting ingredients and how to incorporate them when we can. So it's chocolate around the world is just it's very different.
Yeah, I mean that's true actually. Like Belgian chocolate's very, very bitter, very dark, but that's not necessarily typical of like chocolate from like the UK is kind of like that, but it's like we have milk chocolate is the most common, and that's more probably sweeter, a little bit sweeter again. I should try more chocolates. I think that's what I'm learning from this. I should
Yes, expand your chocolatey horizons.
yes.
Because I do recall over the past year, you've also gotten to enjoy the magic of Tim Tams.
Have so obviously because I work for an Australian company.
Oh, I think I
They
pulled into the wrong place. Oh, this is a recruitment agency. I
Yeah.
got distracted by all the chocolate.
I'll wait for you to get to the right place, but yeah, I'll find the next job actually while we do that. But yeah, I mean,
Sounds
yeah.
good.
So because I work for an Australian company, obviously they occasionally send me goodies and snacks and things, and I do have a bit of a thing for Australian chocolate now. It's definitely, I'd say it was closer to American chocolate than European chocolate without the weird aftertaste. Like it's a very sweet kind of chocolate, but oh my god, Tim Tams are so Moorish, it's ridiculous. Like I just demolished a packet of those very, very quickly. Bad news, it doesn't look like any of these destinations are going where we need it to go.
Okay. How close can we get?
Warsaw, which is fairly close. That's actually just
Okay.
one town away from Lublin.
All right, let's do that.
So that seems like a good shout, actually. And
I'm
just so
gonna drive against traffic right now because I can.
this is for Scout, and we're taking forklifts, 11-ton forklifts from Prague to Warsaw.
All right, give me just a moment. I'm almost to the destination.
Morning. I'll wait for you.
Just had to get out of a very tiny parking lot. Alrighty. I have completed delivery.
I think this is the furthest east I've actually ever been in this game, you know?
Wow. All right, ready for you to select the next one. Let me know.
I am already in the parking lot waiting for you to join.
Alrighty.
With my
Joining you momentarily.
with my train of forklift trucks behind me. This is a ridiculous load. I'm quite scared about this actually.
All right, I want to see this map. Yeah, we'd be able to. I have a feeling that we'd pretty easily from Warsaw be able to get a job to Lublin. So yeah. This works for me.
Yeah, I think we've smashed it this time. I think we're going in the right direction now. This trailer is, I've never seen a trailer like it. It's like, you'll see when you spawn in, but oh, there you are. You need me to move out of your way.
No, we're in a no clip zone. Don't worry about it. We can drive all over. I just need to get out of neutral first.
Yeah, this is a weird trailer, but hey, Redland's in the chat. Red prefers to move smaller cargo. He's happier moving envelopes than he is forklift trucks. I don't blame you, sir. Moving forklift trucks looks scary, to be honest. Pelagius, determined to get as much mileage out of this joke as he can, says that moving a semi-trailer platform, I am now a real platforming king. Thank you.
All right, off we go.
Sun's coming up. It's a beautiful morning. We're in Prague.
I love it. All right. Hoping we get to see a little bit of architecture on our way out of town here, but you never know.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's mainly just industrial parks, isn't it? When you actually get into town.
Just a little. Just a little. There we go. Now we're good.
Boom, boom, boom. The music for this game, I don't know why, guys. Why am I getting fined again?
That was not my fault this time.
It's not your fault. It's not your. Yeah. Can I tell you something?
Sure.
You know that entire conversation we were having about chocolate?
Yes.
And possibly the conversation before that as well. Remember when I said I kept getting fined by that police officer? That police car?
Yes.
The entire time. I must have been fined about 15 times. I just stopped mentioning it because I was like, you know, there's nothing I can do. I'm stuck in traffic. Like, I have to keep up with you. There's people to my right I can't overtake. So this police officer just fined me about it. I think I maybe lost money on that job.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
I know. The police are never there when you need them, but they're always happy to just give you a speeding fine.
Apparently so.
You've been fined once.
I have been.
Okay. I feel a bit better then.
I've had a couple little crashes. But I haven't run any red lights on accident or been caught for speeding just yet.
So you haven't been caught for speeding?
No.
That is ridiculous. Oh my god.
I know, that's nuts that you kept getting fined. That's why I'm confused.
I have been fined for speeding about 25 times. This is insane. You know, like when your friend in high school like tries to dare you to do something, and even though like you're technically the innocent party, you're the one who gets in trouble for it. This is what this feels like.
Oh my, slowing down, slowing down. This guy's taking this turn very cautiously.
I think invisible and boring is the best way to be honest, Red. Like, if you're gonna be, yeah, don't draw attention to yourself like we do.
Ooh, logging camp.
My co-host today, Gibbon, is Morgan. Not other Morgan, not Harry Morgan, but this is other Morgan, who has been around the game file front for God knows how many years, I forget, but
a very, very long time.
very long time. But we call her the Mother Banhammer because she used to be the one who issued all the bans to the bad people on the forums, which is always a good job.
Aw.
Requires a level.
I do what I can.
Yes.
Alright. It looks like we are entering Poland.
Are entering Poland.
Looks like we've got a bit of a hairpin turn up here, so I'm gonna take this a bit cautiously. So I recommend giving me just a little bit more space.
Yep, I will keep my distance. Hugo, for some reason, seems to... Oh, I didn't mean to stop the truck. That's a bit too much distance. What's wrong with me?
I mean, did you stop the engine or just braked it a little too hard?
I just tapped the brake, and for some reason the brake was like, "Sure, I'll stop," and the truck just went
all the way.
all the way. Hugo, it's because this is quite a funny hill, but anyway, Hugo says that. Well, I don't know if he's just a fan of forklift trucks in general, but he says it's a nice load, and those fork trucks are gorgeous. His words, not mine. I think gorgeous is a strong word to use about a forklift truck myself.
Yeah, so I'm just hoping they all arrive in that condition.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing as well. There are no guarantees on that front. This is a pretty view. This is a nice road.
It's one of those challenging ones because you want to look at everything, but you have to focus on the road.
Ah, Hugo is a forklift truck operator. That explains a lot. Okay.
Oh.
That does sound like a fun job, actually.
It's interesting. There is construction coming up and a one-way, one-lane highway, so just heads up.
Ooh, I thought I'd just made the red light on that contraflow, but I didn't.
No,
Never mind.
I see you behind me, though.
Yeah, I got fined.
You need to stop paying people for doing a job.
I know, it's not the way to make money.
Looks like our next turn is coming up very soon, and it's going to be a T intersection to the left.
Okay, so we probably want to change the lane, I'm going to assume.
No.
Oh no,
just
okay.
Slow
Oh no,
way down.
there's only one lane. I'm being ridiculous. I was like, let's change lanes into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, no, we just want to make sure that we're slowing down and checking for traffic.
Thank you. I promise I know how to drive.
I trust you do. I just wanted to make sure because I sometimes will not do these the best of. You know, for example, that way too sharp turn. I'm not. I will take these way too fast. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Forgot to switch into my high gears there.
How are you finding the manual gear shifter? Are you like quite tiring at this point, or?
I'm a little tired, and it's a long drive. But the gear shifter is actually quite fun. It's a bit of an added little added level of challenge. Keeps me on my toes.
We've been going for nearly 3 hours at this point.
I know it's pretty crazy, but we're about where we thought we would be, so that's good. All right, right turn coming up, like very, very, very sharp right.
The speed limit changes a fair bit, Hugo. It depends on the kind of road. Like when you run the highways, the motorways, depending on which country you're in, they tend to be the same. But When you start changing onto like other roads, there's a bit of a traffic jam going on over there.
Yeah, I'm just like, did someone crash over there? What happened?
Weird. Yeah, like on smaller roads, it tends to change a little bit, and it changes from country to country. So we just don't really pay attention to the speed limit, even though we probably should.
We're more concerned with speed right now. If this were real life, it would be a bit of a different story. But yeah, each country, at least from what I was reading up on, they seem to have different speeds for various roads.
Gibbon raises a good point, which is in Germany on the Autobahn, you don't actually have to follow the speed limit. They're just a suggestion, apparently. Which is true, because I'm sure I saw a video of people doing a ridiculously, like, 200 and something miles an hour on the German Autobahns.
Just going full Forza on it?
Just going full Forza. As much as I love Forza, I'm not sure how comfortable I'd be doing that in real life.
There would be a lot of just very high-pitched screaming.
I mean, I think going round on a racetrack would be real fun. Like,
oh, absolutely. But when you're involving normal traffic, it's different ball game. It's sharp turn. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, we're good. We're through.
I didn't do the sharp turn. Oh no.
Uh-oh. You got this. Do I need to wait?
Should be doing. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. No, there's a. Why is there a boss there? Oh. I've made a mistake.
That's okay. I am looking for a rest area presently.
Get out of this situation. Oh god, I've just made a massive bite. There's a massive tailback. I can't. I'm going to have to go forwards. There's nothing I can do.
No worries. Give me just a moment to find a rest area, and I'll take a look at the map.
I don't know what I thought I could do there, but I guess it wouldn't be us playing Euro Truck Simulator if I didn't get lost at least once.
It happens. It's part of the fun. You get to explore another road.
Gibbon just... That's... For no apparent reason, has decided to just drop the following in the chat.
Okay.
Would it be illegal for Danny to be out in the sun in case there's a danger of the light reflecting and blinding pilots?
Well, I mean, that's what the trucker hats are for.
Yes, that's what I do have a few trucker hats. Ooh, somehow, and I'm not sure, I think it may have taken me a different way, which will just end up meeting back up to where you are anyway.
Perfect.
I think,
all
because
right.
I can see you ahead of me on the map now. Oh yeah! Oh weird! How exciting.
Where are you at?
I am not that far behind you now. I'm just about... How does that work? How have we ended up in the same place? Oh, I can see the road you've come down. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take my time then.
Makes sense. That's not too bad of a diversion then.
Nah.
So we get to cross this really cool blue bridge over a river.
Ooh, I missed the bridge. I like bridges in this game. Yeah, that's one thing we haven't like crossed this time around. Normally there's like these huge bridges with beautiful rivers underneath them, and they have not been on this route.
Another good bridge over there.
Ooh.
Good man. I went through a red light again.
Oh no.
Now this is a very scenic part of the world. The architecture here is pretty nice.
Now I'm really jealous I missed that. Well, I mean like that I didn't miss the turn.
Well, did you not drive through the city as well?
I'm driving through Roclaw and I'm really admiring the brickwork on some of the walls, but that's about all I'm seeing.
Yeah. Have either of us ever been on a super long bridge with inclines that made it feel like a roller coaster?
Yes.
If I have, you know.
Hmm?
Don't know if I've ever been on a bridge like that. Like, I've been across some pretty tall bridges, but there's never been like a massive incline to get on and off.
Oh, like your bridge. Sorry, I had missed that part. I have been on a few roads like that, but not a legitimate bridge. I'd be concerned about the engineering of a bridge that steep.
There are. You say that, but there's some bridges that I've seen pictures of in America that are like that, and I look at them and I think, that's a scary ass bridge. I really don't want to go across that bridge. I mean,
oh
like,
no,
you know, like a really tall vertical kind of ramp, like above a built-up area or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly which bridge it was, but
come on. I got caught going through a roundabout on something. I got stuck for a moment. I was like, come on, don't make me go sideways if I go accelerate.
don't flip it, whatever you do.
Doing my best. So far, we've been fortunate on this end.
This has been a nice change of pace to drive through like a city instead of just constant highway.
Yeah. No, I'm impressed at the length of civilization that we've had on this particular location.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing about this game. Like, there's not enough like stop-start inner city driving. Like, it's just basically all highway. And then you get like a little bit of town, and then you're just back on the highway again. Yeah, so this is nice. I think I'm at the roundabout that you had some trouble with, so I'm going to try and not beach myself on this roundabout if I can.
Yeah, take the inner ring if you can. It doesn't matter if you do an extra lap, but it's really easy to get yourself on one of those barriers.
I think I did it successfully.
Woohoo!
So. Yes, this is the DLC, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it just feels so much more built up and stuff. Like, it feels very different to the base game.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And if I recall, this is one of the more recent ones. I apologize. I don't know which DLC in particular Poland is in right now, but yeah, I think you're right. They did take a. It does seem like they took a lot more time and care with building up the towns and surrounding areas.
We'll have to drive around this part of the map more often. I think this is really nice. I'm enjoying this.
Beautiful area. You know, it's kind of fun. It's been neat to see them add pedestrians and things to the game. However, what I'm missing at this point is I'm wondering where like the herds of sheep and cows and goats and things are, or alpacas even.
Sure, I've seen sheep in this game before.
Really? Huh.
I might be imagining that. Don't quote me on that. I could also equally be just confusing it for Train Sim World or some other weird simulator. I mean, they all blur into one after a while. I think you're quite far ahead of me then, at this point.
I can slow down a little bit.
I don't think it massive. I don't think it matters massively.
There's some animals. I see some horses.
How are they moving, or are they just static objects?
Yes, they were moving. They were moving.
How exciting!
They weren't walking, but they were moving their heads and stuff. And
my lovely horse, my lovely. I'm looking forward to seeing the horse. Okay.
There's a small herd of them, and they're very close to the highway.
When I reach the horses, I will know roughly how far behind you I am.
Excellent. There's some cows. Okay, I'm feeling much better now. I was like, where are all the animals? And now I'm getting all the animals, so I'm happy.
Almost like the game can read your mind. And
I have concerns. just have to put a little tin foil underneath my truck hat next time.
What games are you playing, Gibbon?
Oh, you'll definitely catch up with me. I'm stuck in a train.
Well, I haven't seen any animals yet.
Oh, that's a short train. I was gonna say, maybe I can check, but I don't know that I'll have time.
Turn to Castle Wolfenstein. That is a good game. Ah, there are the horses. I'm just passing the cows, or the cows actually. They're cows, not horses. But yes, I'm passing some kind of animal.
The first set looked kind of like horses. So.
I may have just missed the horses, so don't take that.
Or they loaded in differently. You never know.
Well, yeah, that too. That too.
Oh my my god, that's frustrating. It is the same train running back and forth in different directions. Kind of cartoony, actually.
Wow, there's a massive traffic jam here. I guess in... Oh, there you are. Guessing the horses must have been way back then, because I'm right behind you now.
Yeah.
Still stuck at this train crossing, or?
I have just passed the crossing.
Okay. Cool. Oh, you are kidding. The crossing's going again. How many trains are coming down this route? This is ridiculous.
They're just going back and forth. It's the same train. So, there is one train.
Thomas was having a midlife crisis.
However, I'm thinking my fatigue meter is starting to get full, so stopping would be wise at the next rest stop.
Well, how far are we from the destination?
170 kilometers.
Okay, we may need to rest then, yeah. I've only just got across the crossing and it's gone off again. That is insane. That is crazy.
I told you right, though.
Out of fuel. I didn't notice that. Oh god, I've got no fuel left.
Oh no, we definitely need to get a rest stop then.
I'm running on fumes. I've made a mistake.
The good news, though, is even though our current destination isn't Lublin, I am seeing signs for it.
Yes, we'll be very close to Lublin. I think it's the next town over. So hopefully, fingers crossed, when we get to our next destination, we can finally just do one last short trip to Lublin, and we will have arrived. Before then, I need fuel, and lots of it.
Yes. Worst case scenario, I'm sure the repair shop can help, but yeah, that's thievery. Total robbery.
I mean, if I don't want to get towed in disgrace twice in this live stream, that would be too much for me.
Remember that one time when I had to tow 5 feet?
Yes.
There is no shame if you need it.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh no, I'm gonna do so
I got myself caught up on a curb because I thought I was in reverse and was not quite.
Yes, but explain the context. What did you do before you got caught on the curb?
I rolled the truck over.
So she rolls the truck over, gets towed to the service, and then on the way out, so she hasn't left the service station yet, then gets beached on a wall.
I can't explain. It happens.
I guess you had to have been there, but it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Honestly, it was
Euro
great.
Truck is a very exciting game.
It was funny to watch it as well because I just happened to be there, and then like when you did the recovery, it just unspawned you and just respawned you in like 5 feet to the left. It was great.
Oh, it was fantastic.
The shortest trip in history.
Hey, good news. Speaking of short trips, there is a gas station coming up.
Excellent, because I am very much redlining on the fuel right now.
And I think we can forego the rest. We're about 85 kilometers off now.
Could potentially risk it, but I don't think it wouldn't do any harm because I don't think time progresses in multiplayer, so we could just do it anyway.
Yeah, you're correct. So when we're playing multiplayer, you're basically just grabbing a coffee for reference. But when you are in a game on your own, it does advance you a few hours with regards to how much your meter needs to be refilled. All right, I am in the parking spot, so let me know whenever you are done fueling.
I still have to catch up to you first, so give me a moment.
All right, let's see where you are in my map. Oh yeah, you're not too far off.
I can see the sign for the service, so yeah, not too far away.
Yeah, and we're not too far from Warsaw, so. And the good news is, as I look at this map, we're avoiding the insane toll road on A2, so I'm pretty happy about that right now.
Done okay for toll roads today.
Yeah, not too bad.
Excellent. Perfectly parked. Let's fuel up.
Okay, good to go?
I'm just fueling up now.
Oh, okay.
Standing at the pump looking casual. That's 542 euros worth of fuel. That is a lot of fuel.
Yeah, it's nuts.
We are coming up to Warsaw, Gibbons. I think we are coming up to Warsaw, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're about 83 kilometers away from it now. I see you approaching, so I'm going to start moving.
Yep, let's go. Yeah, so we're probably about, what, 20 to 30 minutes left on this stream, maybe? Something like that?
Maybe. Something like that, if we get lucky with our route to Lublin.
Maybe a bit more, but... Adrian says that he would love a combo game where you could drive trucks, trains, and flight simulations all in the same universe. There is a game kind of like that. I can't remember the name of it, but there's a German studio that's made a game where you can... It's not trucks and flight... I think it's public transport, so it's like trains, buses... And I think maybe planes as well, and maybe something else, but it's like a game where you can basically do that, and I think it's multiplayer as well. I don't know if it's been released yet. I should look into that.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Sounds cool though.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be fun. I'm not sure if it would be in practice, because like train driver doesn't normally interact with the pilot, so I'm not sure where the fun would be, but yeah.
Oh, I finally got caught for speeding.
Thank you. There is a God. Best bit, because you warned me, I'm going to slow down for the speed camera.
Sounds great.
Oh, the speed limit here is 31. That's slow.
I may have been going just a little faster than that. Oh shit. Nope, I don't want to take this exit. I want to take this one. You want to be in the left lane, by the way, in the upcoming thing, not the right one.
Glad you said that when you did, because I'd have been very quickly taking the wrong turn. Whoa, okay. My guy keeps yawning. I hope we're nearly there.
We are. We are about 28 kilometers off. Have a yawn. Kilometers.
Getting tired, you should find a parking place to rest. I'm blacking out again.
Oh, really? Find a parking spot, you say? Rest, you say?
Wow, Adrian, I'm going to kick you from the chat in a minute. Do you want to hear what he just said?
Sure.
Idea for a new product. A bottled water that contains melatonin mixed in. They could call it Evian.
One, this sort of thing does exist, but it is not called that.
It's more the pun of Evian that I took umbrage with, to be honest.
No. Yeah, I'm just really struggling picking up puns today and stuff. I don't know what it is.
It's just not a good pun. Maybe it works better in text, but yeah, Evian. Yeah. You should be ashamed of yourself, and you should kick yourself in the chat. I'm only joking. We love you, really. He seems pleased with himself as well. That's the sad thing.
Adrian wouldn't be Adrian without his jokes.
It's true. We've arrived in Warsaw.
Yay! We're almost there. We are reaching the end of our massive trek. This has been fun, though. I'm happy that we could do this today.
Yes, I am glad that we did it, and also, yeah, hopefully raise a bit of money for the Ukrainian Red Cross.
I know we don't have all that tracking stuff, but I'm hoping that we are able to assist with that. I'll let you do that whole thing.
And for some reason I pressed the brake then and my engine revved. That was a bit disconcerting.
But yes, one can hope we have raised a bit of awareness and a bit of funds as a team, and I'm very, appreciative of everyone pitching in to help, whether it's for your time or assisting with the funds.
You can donate by going to Google and just type in Ukrainian Red Cross, or there's a link on YouTube, or like I think we said earlier, but all the revenue from February that we make through Patreon, ad revenue, super chat, subs, whatever it might be, it will all also just get donated to the Ukrainian Red Cross as well. So that's kind of the purpose of this trip, really. It's like our symbolic driving of the charitable funds from the UK to the Ukraine. It's kind of what we're doing today. Right, job market. Quick job.
Fabulous.
Start in Warsaw, and just hopefully there's a job to Lublin. There is a job to Lublin. Thank
Yes.
you.
What are we hauling?
Plastic film rolls, 18 tons.
Well, all right.
Because Lord knows the people of Lublin, they need 18 tons of plastic film roll.
I'm sure there's a reason.
And technically, since we're both taking 18 tons of plastic roll to Lublin, that means they need what, like,
Yep.
of like 38 tons of plastic film roll for reasons that are yet to be discovered.
Oh my. All right. Here we go. Last leg.
Final countdown. Tamiri, I don't think I've ever seen this truck before.
Huh. Well, that is interesting. I know I saw one when I was parked at the rest area during one of our stops, but yeah, I don't think I've actually driven one yet.
Ooh, I just got T-boned by another truck. What the hell?
Ooh. Hey, that's neat. Like, I mean, it's kind of gross, but it's neat. But there was just some rubbish by the side of the road.
Doesn't help me in my my T-bone predicament, but it's good to know that there's some trash in the road.
Watch out for the trash.
I don't spot that truck on my way. I must be getting tired, man. Like, honestly,
Me too. Driving big rigs all day is hard. So I know I've been doing a bit of weaving and stuff, so we're missing large vehicles. Yeah, it's about that time.
How many kilometers is it to Lublin, roughly?
130.
Nice. So it shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, it's a pretty short stint from here.
Excellent. Well, yeah, it's been fun, and there's been a surprising number of people watching this as well. There's been like consistently like 25, 30 people, which
wow.
is nice.
That's substantial. Thank
Yes.
you all for joining us.
Been a fun road trip across Europe. In this DLC part of the map, I think we should drive down here more often, frankly.
I agree.
Driving through France and Italy and the UK, I'm over it. I think I'm over it. I think this is the new Euro truck for me.
Yeah, but we still got to explore like more of Spain and Scandinavia.
It's true, but
Are we exploring Eastern Europe for a while? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think Eastern Europe is the new destination to be.
All right.
In terms of Euro Truck Simulator, I mean, I don't know. maybe it's just because it's DLC, but it just seems to be more detailed, more varied, more like A and B roads.
That makes sense. That makes sense. But no, I definitely agree. I'm seeing some of that level of detail. I mean, like, I know I'm making a big deal about trash in the road, but I mean, when you look at level of detail and people dropping in randomization or adding just the little things that you would expect to see rather than having everything be extremely clean, um, it matters. It adds to the immersiveness of the experience.
Exactly. It just this part of the map just feels a lot more immersive. And it's like you say, it's little details. It's like the fences are changing. There's like little bits of detail in the scenery and stuff. Like a lot of the roads in the base game part of the map just seem to be very, very sort of copy paste almost. Like it's very similar stuff. I kind of wish they'd sort of done this from the start, really, because they didn't start doing DLC until like years after the game had released, I'm sure. Would have been nice if they did like each country as a different piece of DLC and just gave it that extra level of detail. Or it would be nice if they went back and redid some of the the original places with DLC. That would be good.
Yes, I would love to see some rework. All right, we are 53 kilometers off.
Adrian reckons this would be a good format for a podcast type thing.
Just truly embrace the trucks and chill.
Yeah. To be honest, I think it is, like I said earlier, like it's a good way to just sort of chill and chat without having to worry too much about the game that you're playing, which is good.
I totally agree. This is a zen place. Oh goodness, almost to Lublin, 25 kilometers. You know, it's funny. It's been a great trip, and at one point I was like, you know, I'm starting to get a little tired. I'm kind of waiting for the end, but now I am a little bit sad that it is coming to a close.
Yeah, it's been an epic trip, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, some hawks in the sky.
I'm drifting into the other side of the road. That's not good.
Good news is we're almost to that stopping point. All right, destination is in sight.
Oh, we've nearly arrived. That's, And yeah, I keep trying to sneak past the red lights and I never quite make it. Never mind.
No. Did you get fined?
I got fined.
How much total do you think you have spent on this trip?
To be honest, I'd have to look back and check, but probably not an insubstantial amount of money, to be honest.
There's the postbed. They always have these really nice entries that lead up to the delivery zone. All right, Danny, we made it.
Made it. We've arrived. Whew. Need to drop off my plastic sheet wrap or whatever it is we just delivered. Excellent. I mean, the good news is that truck front is still in the green, so I haven't bankrupted myself with all the fines I've managed to. Steve the Ghost just says, time for that next load, time to do that overtime. I don't think so. This music sounds a lot like the People's Court. I've never seen the People's Court.
He's right, it's got that hard piano going on with it.
Okay. Right, I mean, I guess we're done. Thank you to everybody for tuning in and joining us on this little trip across Europe. And just a final reminder to go to the Ukrainian Red Cross website and donate some money if you can. And we're just going to donate all the revenue for February as well. Is there anything you want to say before we go?
Just a big thank you to everyone for joining us on this trip and helping out with your time and funds. So that's all we could ask for. We wanted to come together as a team, and I think we accomplished that. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everybody.